Hello and welcome to another week of Sambo iRacing. This time something slightly different. Rather than just being a track guide or me trying to race people for your entertainment, if it is indeed that, what I wanted to do is a slightly deeper dive into the driving line and the effects that it has on a sim racer. Don't worry, this video is only 5 minutes long, so I'm not going to keep too much of your time. But yeah, when I first joined sim racing and iRacing, I saw all the arguments about the driving line and should you have it on or off, and if people posted a replay and they had a driving line, there was an awful lot of snobbish behavior of people going, ugh, yuck, take that off. And I don't want to do that. My entire reason to be on this channel is to try and help people maximize their ability, and we all enjoy our racing more when we're doing it better. It's a natural sort of human want to try and improve. So I'm not doing this from any point of snobbery or elitism or trying to, denigrate people that use the driving line, but I genuinely believe that we would all be faster if we weren't using it. When I first started, I joined a racing league and it was a lot of fun, but they wouldn't allow the driving line. Now, I thought that was horrific for about 2 hours until I was suddenly putting in faster times without the driving line on. I'm going to show you in this video why that happens, and the other thing to consider as well is your racecraft suffers when you're staring at a green and red line rather than looking at where your opponents are and where the passing opportunities are. Right, so we've got a side-by-side-ish comparison here. We're in the F4 at Okayama because it's a track I know very, very well, but you'll start to see the difference between the two. So they're all leveled out at the start. Now, for example here, turn 2, driving line says you need to brake, you don't need to brake. You can also get on the gas an awful lot faster. Exactly the same thing here. You're so late on the gas using the driving line, you're also hugging an inside line, whereas I can get on the gas a lot earlier without the driving line on. It pushes me wider, but it means that I've now got a far higher top speed coming down this main straight, which is where you're going to get all your passes done. Very, very important. And I did try and drive as hard as possible with the driving line on, as you'll see with a little lockup of the front right here with the driving line. So I am pushing it as much as the colours will allow me. So again, these two turns, driving line says you need to brake, and I didn't even brake hard. I just tapped the brakes just to sort of do it, but it's just a lift in real life. And again, this corner here, you're so late on the throttle inputs with the driving line on. So I do recommend using it if you're going to a track that you've never used before and you want to do it, but use it for a dozen laps and then turn it off, that sort of thing. That would be my recommendation. So I'll compare the results and sort of my views in just a second once both of these laps have finished. Right, so let's have a quick look at the results here. So, with the driving line on, I managed a 129.822. With the driving line off, it was a 127.622. So the difference between the two is 2.2 seconds, absolutely bang on 2.2 seconds. That's a difference of just over 2.5%. So you may think, well, 2.5%, that's not a huge difference at all, but that's on one relatively short lap. It's not even a minute and a half in length. So over a sort of 12-lap race or a 20-lap race, that's going to mean half a track is difference, added to the fact that a driver's awareness of the surroundings is badly affected when you've actually got the driving line on. So what my recommendations, your homework, if you choose to sort of do it, is to just try it without the driving line on tracks you know for a couple of days, and I promise that you'll be as fast, if not faster, within an hour. If it takes you 2 hours, still try it. Let me know in the comments. I do believe that it is going to improve you as a racer. And that's basically it. If it doesn't, let me know. I'll be pleased to be proven wrong.